Hey guys, thank you so much for taking time to watch my TED Talk. And my TED Talk is going to be about education, about the current failure of our educational system to really embrace progressive change. And my entire TED Talk is going to be about just 3 simple changes that we can implement tomorrow that will dramatically change the direction that our education is going. The first thing that I suggest is we need to embrace the mavericks of our educational landscape. The second thing, I think we need to allow students to cheat. And the third thing, I think students need to be allowed to be authors of their own destiny. Those are the 3 things that I am going to argue in my TED Talk, and I hope that you choose me to present at TEDx. Today's educational system has rendered our students incomplete. They have been so thoroughly overtaught, it has crushed their ability to think freely. We have failed to instill creative genius within our curriculum. Here's a perfect example. What does the following group of eclectic visionaries have in common? Chance the Rapper, Edward Snowden, Steve Jobs, Winston Churchill, and Mark Zuckerberg. It's simple. The thing that made them special or allowed them to be pioneers in their respective fields, they didn't learn it within the 4 walls of the classroom. This epitomizes the glaring weakness of formal education. We have not figured out how to manufacture this type of genius, the type of genius that saves the world. We have stopped innovating in our own field. We simply rework old models of education and present them as something new. So how do we fix this? How do we instill creative genius within formal education? How do we graduate more Chance the Rappers and Mark Zuckerbergs? I have an idea, and it starts with acceptance. We need to embrace the mavericks within our educational system. You know, those students that never show up to class or turn anything in, but somehow managed to ace the final exam or project. These free spirits shouldn't be punished. They should be applauded for somehow figuring out how to hack the educational system. They should be seen as an asset, not a liability. The problem is that they didn't show up to class or turn anything in. The problem lies in the fact that despite the fact they didn't do any of this, they somehow managed to ace the conventional assessment. This isn't a student problem. It's a systemic institutional problem. The second thing we need to do in order to instill creative genius in formal education is allow cheating. Encourage students to cheat.